In a world where two short-term rental bros come together.
What?
Not in that way, bro. There is a podcast of truly epic proportions where we talk about all things short-term rental and shoot the shit along the way. Welcome to the Co-Host Bros Podcast. Here are your hosts, Matt Codd and Austin Spitz.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Co-Host Bros Podcast. My name is Matt Codd and I'm not here with my buddy Austin Spitz because today I'm doing a co-host tip of the week. And the co-host tip of the week that I'm going to go over today is how to bring your co-host leads to you. So here's a little thing that I've kind of been learning and figuring out, and it's brought the leads to me. The leads are calling me, they're making appointments with me on my Calendly link, all those kinds of things. So I'm sharing my screen here just so you can kind of see my CRM, and you can see this on YouTube if you want to see it, but it's not necessary. So I'm gonna break it down by steps. So here's what I do. So step one is to identify a market. So let's just say you live in, I don't know, Nashville, and you want to go manage in Pigeon Forge and, you know, all the places around there, Gatlinburg, whatever. So what I would do, or how I'm doing things, is that I'll create an Excel sheet and then I'll go on Vacasa's site and I'll search no dates, 4 guests, and then the town, right, or the place. And then what I'll do with the search results is I'll copy the link of every single listing from Vacasa for that location on my sheet. And I'll search other places. So if I'm going to go Pigeon Forge, I'll search Pigeon Forge. If I'm going to do Gatlinburg, I'll search Gatlinburg after and copy and paste. I'll go in Evolve. I'll do the same exact thing with Evolve. Then after I complete my Excel sheet, I will use a short code in Excel to highlight duplicates, and then I'll remove the duplicates because you're going to have duplicate listings. So if you're familiar with like Crystal Beach, Texas, if I search Crystal Beach, Texas, I'm going to get Gilhurst as well. I'm going to get Jamaica Beach. I'll get other places as well that are near the location. So then when I go and search Jamaica Beach, I'll get places that are in Crystal Beach. So you'll want to remove the duplicates so you don't have to spend as much money, right? And this doesn't cost a lot of money. You can do 500 listings for like $100, maybe less. And then the next step is once I compile my list, I will go on to Fiverr.com, Fiver. So that's step 3, right? So step 2 is creating the list. Step 1 is identifying where you want to create the list from. So in step 2, like I said, you'll want to copy the link listings from Evolve and Vacasa. My advice is don't do condos. If you have condos on there, you can filter out condos. Just filter houses, whatever. Because if you do condos, when you pay the guy on Fiverr to skip trace, they're not going to fucking know which house is which. They're not going to know unit 206 is here and unit 404 is there unless the name literally says unit 404. So it's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your time to skip those units. So don't do it. So after you complete step 2 and you create your list, like I said, you'll go over to Fiverr.com and you'll get someone to skip trace it. And it's relatively cheap. If you want my Fiverr guy, you could just DM me on Facebook or Instagram, DM Co-Host Bros on TikTok, YouTube, whatever, or just DM me on my personal account. It's probably easier. I'll give you the link to the guy I use on Fiverr. So that's step 3, right? So use those to your Fiverr guy. Give it to him like 500 listings. Probably takes him like 3 days. So after 3 days later, what I do is I upload the leads in my CRM. So I'm going to show you in there. Well, basically like I'm looking around where I live. I live near Houston. So I kind of just named it Houston Katy Cypress. So I uploaded all my leads in my thing. I have, first name. Let me make it bigger too. First name, phone numbers, all the phone numbers, the emails, the listing address, the listing link, whether the lead's cold or warm. I just started working this list, so everybody's cold with the exception of one right now. So type of lead, what step I'm on. I just created different steps, and I'll change it as I go along. Text, email, postcard, ad campaign, so on and so forth. What their mailing address is, when my next interaction is going to be. And I have their name in the notes, but that was just an issue when I mapped it. I didn't need to do that. I meant to map a different column. That was on me. So to bring these people to you, the easiest way I've found is to do an email campaign. So, what you'll do is if, like, for instance, if you're using Monday, you can actually select all your leads and then click mass email. But you're not going to do an email campaign to where you're like, hey, I'm a property manager here or a co-host here. I want to help you with XYZ, blah, 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 blah. People don't fall for that shit. You can't just sell them. You guys don't even have a relationship. So step 4, I would shoot an email campaign, start creating a relationship. So what I'll do is, like, I just sent this list an email, and I don't know, it was like a couple days ago, June 10th, and today is June 12th. So it's been 2 days. So I sent them an email 2 days ago. I've already had a person call me. I'll probably, and I have another client next week to talk to as well. I'll probably get even more phone calls or links after this. And if I don't, that's fine, because after this, then my next follow-up, I'll send them another email. But the email I sent them is, here are 10 ways to increase your bookings on Airbnb, in search ranking on Airbnb and Vrbo. So basically, I just go into like, hey, I wanted to share these tips with you. Here are the 10 ways to increase it. Tip 1, tip 2, tip 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll go through all these tips, right? And then I'll give them an example. So, like, how to get 5-star reviews. I give them a template on exactly what I say to my guests to get 5-star reviews. And then at the very end, I'll hit a PS. So I would separate your list by Vacasa and Evolve. That's just my advice. So basically, like, I PS at the end of this, like, hey, I noticed Vacasa is managing your vacation home. I wanted to send you these tips to help you out. If you need any additional help or have questions, feel free to set up a call below, which my calendar link is below. Can't see it because I'm on dark mode. So there you go. You can see. Or you can give us a call at this number, which is a Google Voice number. So set up a Google Voice number. When they call it, it's set to my phone. And it says XYZ Company. My LLC is Hooray Stays. So it says Hooray Stays on my phone, and it's linked to my wife's phone. So my wife knows that if it rings, she answers, or I answer, that it needs to be answered. The phone has to be answered as soon as possible. So I send that email. So I'm not really selling them. I'm kind of just helping them. But then you'll want to additionally just continue to help them, right? And just continue to remind them, like, hey, P.S., you may not need any help. I haven't received a call from you, or I wouldn't say that, because you still want to email the people that have called you unless you signed a contract with them. But I would say, like, something maybe, P.S., don't forget, you can call me at any time at this number if you need help or have questions about what your property manager is doing to your property. If you need some kind of help or some kind of guidance or advice, I'm here for you. Just call me, and if I don't answer, I will call you back. Just leave me a message. It may be in the middle of the night. People don't think like that. And just do that. And as you continue to do that, you'll build trust. And as you build trust, people will call you. Like the fact that I sent one email and 2 people, I set up an appointment next week and somebody called me yesterday is really good odds for just sending one email. So that doesn't normally happen. So don't expect it to happen on your first try. Generally on the third try, people start to build trust and you'll probably get some phone calls. But once you touch them 7 times, then you'll see them. So what you want to do is I would combat it with Facebook ads if you can, if you know how to run Facebook ads. If you don't, there's plenty of videos to show you how to do it. But if you take all your email addresses and put them in Excel, and then, excuse me again, I'm sorry, I've been up since 3 a.m. I'm exhausted today. You put them in Excel, you can go on Facebook and create a lookalike list. Not a lookalike list. You want to create a list to those emails only. I apologize. And let's say your company, make a Facebook page for your company, Co-host Bros, and, make some kind of ad to where it's like popping, like, are you tired of Vacasa? Like maybe do one separate for Vacasa, separate on for Evolve or something. Like, are you tired of Vacasa? We can help. Just give us a call, whatever the case may be, right? To where they see it. So the more time that people see things, the more amped they are to contact you. So rather than calling people and chasing leads and just cold calling people, because cold calling people, it's a numbers game too, right? But if you call me, my odds of getting you are better than, if I called you. Does that make sense? So I'd piggyback that with some Facebook ads. And then additionally, if you want to find other clients, you could do like a small little write-up, like maybe an ebook or something small on, I don't know, whatever, something with how to design an Airbnb property, let's say, right? And you could take those emails and have Facebook do a lookalike list. So Facebook will basically target all the people that are like 99% as similar as the people on the email list. So that means the odds are that probably, 75% of them have a vacation property that's managed by somebody, or maybe themselves. So when they go through and they sign up for your ebook, you just take them to a landing page and collect that email. Now you have a new lead too as well, right? And that's another way to get a paid lead, right? You could get free leads. You can skip trace them yourself, but it takes like 20, 30 minutes to do it yourself. So my suggestion is use Fiverr, make it a lot easier. If you want to, like I said, do those ad campaigns, you can. I would, at least for the leads you have. You don't have to do a lookalike audience one and give away something to a landing page to where you collect their email and all that stuff. But, you can. So that's really my tip of the week of how to bring co-host leads to you. But I also want to provide a little more value. So I'm going to give you 3 email templates to where you could provide value to your leads, including the one I'm showing on my screen that I sent. Obviously, I'll change some of it. So like add this here, add that there, blah, blah, blah. And then, so I will give you 3 templates to get you started. 3 of just tips and tricks that I write and I send to different leads. And all you have to do to get those costs you nothing. All you have to do is DM me on Facebook and Instagram, whichever one you want to do. In the show notes will be my handles. You just DM me and DM me template, and I will send you a link to download those templates. Okay. And hopefully that helps you. And if you DM me templates and I send you that link and then you have any other kind of issues or questions or small questions, you can DM me a question. I may answer it on the DMs, or I may answer it on the show, or I may do both. So like I said, if you want free 3 templates for the emails to try to educate your Vacasa and Evolve users, which that's what you want to do. You want to educate them because they want to see the value in what you'll do without you telling them what you'll do, and that Evolve and Vacasa aren't doing, right? So if I give them an email on how I'm upselling Orphan Nights, like Vacasa and Evolve's not doing that. They're just fucking tanking the price to try to get people to book, right? Which is a good strategy in some instances. So like if I had a Friday, Saturday, Sunday booked, and then I was booked like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I would probably tank Monday and Tuesday myself, but that's just to get those 2 days booked in between, right? So if I couldn't upsell them. So I'd try to upsell those days first. But if I couldn't get those days upselled at a discount or even at full price, right, or even a late checkout charge or early checkout charge, check-in charge, whatever, then yeah, I'd probably tank those two days. But that's just because you want to try to, maximize your revenue and occupancy, right? So, and don't tank it too far, but sometimes, it's not worth the turn. But some money is better than no money at times. But yeah, so hopefully this helps you. That's my co-host tip of the week. I'm sorry that I went long. I don't really feel I could have summed that up in 10 minutes. So we're about 15 right now, but I really hope this helps you and helps bring co-host leads to you. Really, it's going to be awesome. Like if you utilize it, it's going to be awesome. You have questions, I can help you. I'll do the best that I can, but if you DM me template, I will send you 3 email templates that you can use to try to get your leads to contact you. So yeah, thanks everybody for listening. I really appreciate it. And I hope to, hope you listen to the next episode of the Co-Host Bros. Like, share, follow, subscribe to us on YouTube. I always post it on YouTube as well. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, follow me and Austin on our pages on Instagram and Facebook. We have some good things coming, and hopefully we have some surprises in the future that are in the works right now. But yeah, so once again, appreciate y'all. Y'all have a fantastic week, and hit me up.
The Co-Host Bros Podcast.